Okay, so this video is going to be about my go-to face brushes, the ones that I reach for all the time. 9 times out of 10, if I'm doing my face and I show you guys, these are the brushes that I'm using. So if you're interested and you want to know what face brushes I use regularly, please stay tuned. Okay, so let's start off with foundation, or whatever I'm going to apply my foundation or BB cream with. I have been reaching for the Marc Jacobs Face 2 brush. So this is what it looks like. If you can tell, it has like a dome, but it comes up and it's kind of angled. Can y'all see that? Yes, it's angled. So this brush applies very evenly. You almost get like an airbrush finish with it if you like stipple on the foundation or the BB cream and then blend into your skin. I really love this brush. I started using this about 2 months ago. Before that, I used another brush, but let's go with what I'm using now. So in the last couple of months, you probably would have seen me use this, I think. So yeah, so the Marc Jacobs Face 2 brush is the brush that I apply most of the time. To lay my foundation down, I'm sorry, not my foundation, my contour, I use one of 2 brushes, and you probably see me use one or the other of these 2. The first one that I use is the MAC 193. I'm not sure if this brush is still available, but they do have a small contour brush. It's the 109, but this is the 193, and I use that to just place it very lightly down the underside of my cheekbone. And for this one, the 163, this is the one that has the rectangle shape and it's very dense and square. I also use that, and I kind of stipple this on, and then I push it up into the underside of the cheekbone. And so either one of these, it works very well for that, either one of these. And you probably have seen me use one or the other of this in a previous video. Okay, I absolutely swear by this little brush. It's a Real Techniques shading brush. It says it's a shading brush, but what I use this for is when I have concealer under my eye. I had to figure out how in the world do I make sure that my concealer, and when I set it, doesn't crease. So what I do, once I put my concealer down and I blend it out, before it's too dry, I will brush this under the underside of my eye where my little laugh lines and stuff are, okay? And then I will set it after that. I have not had any creasing, very minimal, since using this little itty bitty brush. If you don't have this brush and you have problems with your under eye creasing, try the little method that I said. Lay your concealer down, make sure it's not too dry, blend it out with this, then use your setting powder. I promise you. And then brush it off, of course. You will have minimal to no creasing at all. Absolutely love this brush. Love. Okay, so the next brush is the Inglot 4SS. I use this brush to get right into the contour when I'm putting my powder products down. So when I use my powder products, I like to use this one right in the underside of my cheekbone. And this is what I use when I want to lay down my first contour, my deepest contour color. Is usually Definitive from MAC, I think. And this is what I use for that. I will also use this brush to lay down, if I use one of the pigments like pink bronze pigment or something like that. I will also put this in the palm of my hand, switch it around, and I will also use that to highlight the high point of my cheekbone, or the middle point of my cheekbone as well. So this brush is multi-purpose. Again, it's the Inglot 4SS brush. Swear by this one also myself in terms of what I use the brushes for. So the next brush is the MAC 134 brush, large powder brush, and I use this to remove the powder that I use to set my under eye. I use this brush to take that off. 134. This is probably the only thing I use this brush for, but it works. So really phenomenal brush. The next brush that I almost always use is the 129 brush from MAC. And I use this as my blush brush. When I do blush, whether it's using my contour powders or any type of blush, I will use this brush. And it's just really nice to just get in there, and I always use a swirling, sweeping motion and moving up the plane of my face when I use this brush. Very nice. I've had these brushes, some of these, for a long time. And we'll talk about, you know, investing in brushes and all of that in a second. I got one more brush to show you. Okay, this last brush, okay? When this brush is dirty, I'm upset. And I try to wash it, not often because I don't want to mess it up, because I only use it for one purpose, okay? This is I hope I say it right, the Nars Yachiyo brush is from their Kabuki brush collection. So it's the Yachiyo, Y-A-C-H-I-Y-O Kabuki brush. I absolutely love this brush. I freaking love this brush. I mean, I freaking love this brush. I actually love it so much I bought two. One for me, one for my kids. Okay, I love this brush. It applies just the right amount of highlighting powder wherever you want to put it. Nose, cheeks, chin, even forehead. It is absolutely amazing. Softest brush. Oh my god, I love this brush. If you amazing, love it. Nars, let me try to say it right. Yachiyo brush, I think. But anyway, I love this brush. Yeah, so that's it for me and all my face brushes. Those are the ones that I usually go to. Not gonna mention sponges because, you know, those are personal. Some people use sponges, some people don't. But yeah, so that's a whole nother story. But those are the face brushes that I use. And I wanted to have a discussion just briefly about the brushes. Now, the ones that I mentioned to you are mid to high end, some people would consider. I think it's important to invest in brushes that work for you. And are at your price point. If you don't invest in anything else, consider investing in your brushes, because if you have a very good brush or a quality brush, you can get by with any type of makeup because the brush is going to help with the application of that. I think it makes a difference in the overall look and feel of the products on your face or your client's face if you're a makeup artist. So yeah, just think about it. If you got to buy a brush a month or a brush every 2 months, as long as it's a quality brush, these brushes will last you if you take care of them. And yeah, so that's my take on that. But again, those are my face brushes. If you guys have any questions, how I use them, again, this is how I use them. If you have the same brush, yeah, as I was saying, I got cut off from the video. But that's the way that I use the brushes. So whatever way you use them, as long as they work for you, perfectly fine. I almost forgot about this last brush. It is the MaryKay. It's used for eye color, but I use this little brush to contour. Okay, I use it to contour. It's like perfect. It gets right in there, and it doesn't deposit a lot. It's just the right density, I think, for contour. But I also use the MaryKay brush for that, and it came in the eye set, I think. So yeah, I love this brush. But anyway, that's it for me. Sorry, that's it for me. That's all I got as far as brushes are concerned. But again, if you have any questions, leave them down below. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you. I appreciate you guys for all your support, all the new subbies that are on my channel. I really appreciate you guys. And I hope you, yeah, I'm rambling. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.